Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, my name's Diana and we discuss eating a gluten-free, vegan, plant-based lifestyle. And on today's video, we're going to be trying out daring chicken. So it's actually taken me a while to realize every time I saw this in the store that it was actually gluten-free. I knew it was vegan, but I really don't pay much mind to vegan chicken options in the freezer section because 9 times out of 10, they have breading and they're not gluten-free. So I did a little research and realized that all of Daring chicken products are gluten-free as well as vegan. They're also kosher and halal, in case you were wondering. And they also make, besides their chicken breast strips and their boneless wings, which come in different flavors for each, they also make now chicken bowls, which okay, I could see that as being something convenient, but I feel like if you buy these and you really like them, you could kind of add them to your own salads and your own Buddha bowls. So we're gonna get into a review and taste test video today. I have never tried these, so it's the first time I'm actually trying them on camera with you guys. I've actually had them in my freezer for a long time. So we're gonna air fry them up. I got pretty much the breaded pieces so we can get like a tender, chicken tender feel going on. I got the plain grilled, which I guess would be really good for like fajitas and salads. And then of course I'm a buffalo spice girl, so I got the buffalo chicken wings, which I don't know if they're just supposed to be like boneless wings. We'll see. They're pretty much all air fryered ready. So we're gonna put them in the air fryer. I believe they're all, some say air fryer, some don't, but they want you to put them in there for about 8 minutes on 400. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get them out once they're ready and we're gonna do a taste test on camera. So let's see how it goes. Oh, and disclaimer, if you didn't already know, I'm not a big chicken eater, even when I wasn't vegan. So this will be kind of interesting to try these because even now, if I have the option, I don't really opt for vegan chicken. So I will try my best not to be super biased. Maybe that's why it's taken me so long to do this review, because yeah, I can appreciate things tasting like real meat, but I wasn't really into chicken to begin with. But I'm gonna give it a fair chance and a fair review by itself, and we'll see how it goes. All right. So all of the base of these nuggets have soy. So if you can't have soy, then unfortunately you can't eat these. But most people can have soy, and that's really the main ingredient that's in this. There's no other allergens. So I am pretty excited to try them. I'm already thinking of things I would normally pair them with, like Mexican food, pasta dishes, salads. Obviously, game night, you might want the wings. Like I said, they did have other flavors on their website. I think they had like a lemon garlic flavor, I think. And then I'm pretty sure they had like barbecue flavored. I'm sure they'll come out with more. I think they had a teriyaki as well. So they're in the air fryer now. And then the grilled ones, you can't air fry for some reason. I'm sure you could, but it says to cook them on the skillet for a few minutes so they're cooked to temperature. Guys, it's soy. You're not gonna die if it's undercooked. So we're waiting on that right now. They do boast that they're also non-GMO for all their products. And their mission is really to get people to eat these and stop the chicken farming and the chicken actual eating that people do. So that's, I'm butchering it, but that's really their mission for fellow chicken lovers. So we'll see. Hopefully y'all can see this pretty good. So the grilled one I did in a saute pan, like they said. It did get a little color. It said to put a little oil in the pan. I did bring out some sauces. I'm a little nervous. I never liked eating chicken breast when I wasn't vegan, so I'm a little nervous, but I didn't have any barbecue sauce. So the only thing next I could think of doing was like balsamic. I love this balsamic, by the way, if you haven't had it. It's really low calorie, it's really good. And then obviously these have the buffalo sauce on them. And then the plain ones, I'm kind of an old school person. I don't use honey, mustard, or barbecue sauce. I use ketchup for my chicken fingers. So if we should need backup sauces, I have them here. All right, first let's get the one I think I'm gonna like the least out of the way, which is this chicken breast. So this one's a little piece. I'm just gonna eat it and then tell you what I think. So, wow. It tastes a lot like chicken, which is weird. right? Especially when you haven't eaten chicken in like over 4 years. Putting this in front of me by itself, plain with no sauce on it, or not with like a pasta or a salad, I could say that probably I could tell that it was maybe not real chicken, or maybe I wouldn't know. But I just feel like eating this plain is obviously not what I would want to do. I would put this in like a quesadilla, a Mexican bowl, like I said, pasta, you know, chicken Alfredo, some kind of creamy pasta dish, or I would even do like a salad, right? I am going to put a little balsamic just to see if it tastes like a little better with some sauce, which I think it will. So I'm just going to drizzle some on the plate here. I got another little piece. I'm going to dunk it in the balsamic, and then let's see. Much better. It definitely tastes like chicken. It definitely has that chicken texture. So, like I said, obviously plain by itself, unless you're like a big chicken fanatic, I wouldn't recommend. I'd recommend it with something else. Okay, let's move on to, I'm worried the buffalo might be too spicy, so I want to leave that to the end just in case, because I don't want it to impair the tasting profile of the nugget. So most of them came this big, so they're pretty big, right? I mean, they're decently sized. So this is what the inside looks like. You see the steam coming out of them. Hopefully you guys can see that. And we're gonna try a bite. So the breading's really good. Now I'm curious what they use for the breading. So it looks like they use corn flour, potato flour, cornstarch. Okay. And then xanthan gum, obviously. So this one didn't have as much flavor. The batter tasted really good, but the chicken is kind of muted. You don't really taste it. You taste more of the crunch. It does have a nice crunch, so I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it does have a nice crunch. Kind of reminds me of the nuggets or chicken fingers at Burger King or Wendy's, because I feel like those always had like a crunch to them. I never felt like the McDonald's nuggets had much of a crunch. Okay, you know me, I gotta try it with ketchup. So I'll use my fork. With the sauces, it's so much better. Then you're just really tasting the texture and you're focused more on the sauce. So it kind of distracts your brain from what am I really eating? All right, so we're gonna try now. I don't know, I feel weird cutting this with a fork and knife. They're supposed to be boneless. These are like, I don't know if you can hear in the microphone. These are like super crunchy sounding. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not even going to cut these. I'm just going to eat them. So okay. Wow. Ooh, good thing I saved these till last. They're very spicy, but in a good way. Ooh, yeah. Definitely hits you in the back of the throat, that spice, that buffalo. They are definitely boneless wings. They kind of make me feel like the bone got pulled out of them, but I know there was no bone. It's a little mind game you're playing with yourself. They're similar to these. It almost makes me feel like if I had just tossed these in buffalo sauce, would they taste like this? But these are a little more thinner. They kind of have that, I don't know how to explain it, like buffalo chicken texture like you would get on a wing, where the chicken is a little more, I don't want to say rubbery, but I don't know. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. They're very good. Very good. I could see that going with some like vegan ranch or vegan blue cheese, whatever your choice of dipping sauces for wings. I don't really have any right now, so I can't really dip it in anything. Really good. Really tasty. Very spicy. Okay, it's making my nose run. Okay, guys, so final verdict. Would I buy these again? I think if I plan to do a lot of dishes, like I said, with salads and pastas, and I want to add something to them, I definitely could see myself doing these. I could also see myself doing the breaded ones too. They're really yummy. The wings, they were good too for something different. Like I said, I probably would just do the breaded ones and toss them in my own sauce, but they're a good option to have. Daring, I feel like, is everywhere now at most grocery stores. Yeah, they have Cajun and teriyaki. That was the other flavors that I couldn't think of that they're advertising for the wings. And then they have like the plain and they have the breaded. And then they have just the grilled ones. And then I think they have like a lemon garlic one or something. So yes, I would buy them again. I thought they were very good. I'm not a big chicken eater, so since I'm the only vegan in my house, it'll probably take me a while to get through these. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really do a lot of meat substitutes occasionally, but especially with chicken, but I am thankful and grateful to have found something that's not only vegan, but also gluten-free. And guess what? Does not have methylcellulose, because let's face it, a lot of the products out there today have methylcellulose. If you don't know what I'm talking about, comment down below if you want me to make a video about it. I haven't made one about it, but I can. But you know, the only ingredients in here that I can maybe see would be a little, not so sure, are like the natural flavors, which they do talk about on their website, and the vegetable oil, which they do use like canola and vegetable oil. So I know some people are a little iffy about that. All right, guys, so that's gonna wrap up this video. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to give it a like. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And as always, stay driven.